Hello YouTube, this is World of War Black Ops Pro, and welcome to Call of Duty Recycled Warfare, also known as Titanfall of Duty, or Bal of Duty, because this game is definitely not, shouldn't be even called Call of Duty. I mean, Advanced Warfare should take one of those three names, because those are a more accurate description of this than Advanced Warfare, because you don't even know what Advanced Warfare means, like some of the stuff in this game don't even seem that advanced, kill streaks definitely aren't advanced. They seem more like a digression from streaks of previous games. But anyway, guys, so we're not gonna get into the streaks too much, because this is basically how I'm gonna explain how Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, they basically copied and pasted a lot of things from previous Call of Duties, and I mean literally copied and pasted, not just borrowed ideas, or they also stole a bunch of ideas. But anyway, guys, I do have some Advanced Warfare gameplay in the background, but that doesn't mean I've gone back to Advanced Warfare. This was just on my hard drive, and I decided to put it in there because it kind of relates to what I'm talking about. So I just wanted you to see some Advanced Warfare stuff in there while I'm talking about Advanced Warfare. So yeah, I mean, I've been going back to other Call of Duties. Like yesterday, I was playing some Black Ops 1. Black Ops 1's a really good game, guys. If you haven't played it, definitely go check it. Definitely go check it out. It's really good. It's a really good game. It's what Call of Duty should be. And fortunately, Advanced Warfare is not what Call of Duty should be, because it isn't even Call of Duty. It just has a name. It's by Call of Duty by name only, and that's it. Okay, let's get into the commentary. So, Advanced Warfare. They say it took 3 years to make, which is a complete lie. It did not take 3 years to make this game. And guys, I did a little bit of research, and I found out that Sledgehammer Games didn't even figure out that they were going to have the rights to make the next Call of Duty game until last year. So that they had about a year and a half at most, advance notice that they're going to be making the next Call of Duty game. That is short of 3 years, guys, and it's not like they started making it 3 years ago and then they're just informed out of the blue that they're going to be making the next Call of Duty game. That doesn't make sense from a business standpoint, because Call of Duty is a major business decision, and you're not going to make business decisions blindly, especially when millions of dollars are on the line. You're not going to do that. So this game has not been in development for 3 years. It's really had maybe a year or a year and a half at best. So that kind of explains what I'm going to get to next, and why they just started copying and pasting stuff, why they cut corners. Because I've also throughout my research, I found out that this game was hacked even before it was released, and that's kind of pathetic. That's just pathetic. I mean, it's really they can't even create a secure game, and then it's hacked before it even comes out to the general public. That is pretty sad. And the hackers actually came out and told the public what they did to the game. They kind of exposed the game's flaws for us, so that's why I kind of have somewhat respect hackers, because when they expose flaws and they expose the lies that Activision and Sledgehammer are feeding us, then that's something I think is noble, because they're exposing what the developers are kind of concealing from the community. And what they said was that the code, the algorithms, the backdoor was literally the exact same thing as from Call of Duty Ghosts. And that all they had to do was copy and paste their hacks from Ghosts into this game, and then they were able to hack it. And that's just laziness on the part of a Sledgehammer. Now, I can't necessarily blame them, because, okay, so if they really did have about a year and a half or so to make this game, that's not very much time at all. And I understand that you're going to cut corners just so you can create exos abilities and exosuits and all this other crap. And which is, I'm assuming, they spent a majority of their time on, because they definitely didn't spend very much time on gun balance, probably not on map design, probably not any, or on kill streaks. They didn't probably spend enough time on that. Instead, they spent it on exo movements, which, I mean, they add a different element to the game, but it's not Call of Duty. If this game was a standalone game, something like Titanfall, then it would probably be somewhat successful. But the problem is that everyone who buys this game expects it to be Call of Duty, and this game is not Call of Duty, so that's probably why it's not going to do that well. And we can already tell that it's not going to do well. It's probably going to be it's probably going to be the least selling Call of Duty in history, because, guys, I mean, let's look at the numbers, guys. So Black Ops 2, it sold about 24 million copies. And then the next game after that, Ghost, it only sold 14 million copies, and guys, a 10 million difference there, that's huge. That is astronomical, and guys, that's just because a lot of people didn't like Ghost. Like, I kind of understand. I mean, I'm personally one of the few people who actually like Ghost, but I mean, pasting the coding from that game into this game definitely did not work out, and definitely won't work out, and you can tell this game is kind of half-assed, but anyway, we can tell this game is doing bad in terms of sales. One, because the pre-orders were down. I forget if they're 40% of Ghost or down 40% from Ghost, the Ghost pre-orders, but either way, that's a sizable amount of pre-orders that Activision and Sledgehammer are missing out on. And not only that, but they're not releasing their sales figures to the public, and the reason for that is because they don't want to worry investors about how poorly this game's doing. And a third reason why this game is doing badly is because they took the player count off of the playlist. All the playlists don't have player counts, and that's not something that we've ever seen in Call of Duty before. Because every previous Call of Duty game had the player count and tell you the total amount of people online, every total amount of people in the playlist, and they don't have that in this game. They completely removed it, and the reason is because they don't want to embarrass themselves with how little people are playing this game. I mean, I think when they saw the pre-order numbers, they decided, oh no, screw it, we're taking off the player count. And guys, it's obvious that that Activision's kind of running the series into the ground, and the reason is because they're greedy, and this is corporate greed, guys. This is because they're releasing a COD game every single year, and COD games that are broken and half finished for that matter. Because think about with other products on the market, like let's say a car. If you want to sell a car, if you're a car manufacturer, you don't release a car that's half finished. You don't release a car that's got problems, because you know what happens? You have to if there's a serious problem with said car, then you have to recall that car, and then that costs you, and it costs your firm more time and money trying to get the problem solved. But here's the thing with the video game industry is a little bit different, because they can release a half-assed, broken game, and there's really no ramifications from them doing it besides them maybe losing sales. And I think, and they don't. It's not like they have to recall the game and patch everything and then re-release it. It's not. They don't do that. Not with video games, but that wouldn't work with other industries. But unfortunately, it does work in the video game industry. But anyway, guys, they should not have, I understand, that Sledgehammer didn't have very much time to make this game, but they still shouldn't have half-assed it. They should have, I mean, it's kind of hard to say what they should have done, because, yeah, they have a very limited time frame, and that time frame is set in place by Activision, so Activision's probably the real problem here with the declining quality of the Call of Duty games, because, let's face it, guys, we haven't really gotten a good Call of Duty game since Black Ops 1. I mean, Modern Warfare 3, a lot of people didn't like that game. Black Ops 2 had a number of problems, especially with quick scoping and shotguns and other things like that. I mean, Black Ops 2 was fun to play, but don't get me wrong, but it just had a lot of problems. And Black Ops 1 was pretty balanced, and then Ghost, of course, no one liked that. But the only real reason I actually liked that was because I could camp it, and it was a pretty good camping game. But I mean, even Ghost is better than Advanced Warfare, guys. That's just my honest opinion. You don't have to agree with me, but I mean, at least Ghost was Call of Duty. This is not Call of Duty. This is somewhere along the lines of somewhat like Titanfall and Halo, like a mixture of those two games. And everyone who buys a Call of Duty game wants Call of Duty, wants that traditional Call of Duty experience, and Advanced Warfare doesn't offer that to me that in any capacity. And it's taken me took me about a week and a half, 2 weeks to realize that, and it just doesn't offer me that. I'm like, I mean, hopefully they fix the game, but even then, it's still not Call of Duty. So, Call of Duty definitely needs to go back to the basics. Go back to the way it was before Advanced Warfare. Go to that, because the series should have much more success in the long run if they do that. And yeah, I have somewhat high hopes for Treyarch's next game, but I'm cautiously optimistic. I mean, I was pretty optimistic about this game, about how this game was gonna be great and how it's gonna be the most fun to play and everything like that. But that's just not the case. I thought the verticality and the shields would make it easy to camp. Not necessarily. I mean, it just doesn't work out how I thought it would. unfortunately. But that's just kind of the way this thing goes. So I mean, I am cautiously optimistic for Treyarch's game. Hopefully they can turn the series around, because if they don't, I honestly believe this series is just gonna run itself into the ground, as it's been doing already. Because like realistically, I expect this game, like if they ever release the sales figures for this game, I expect it to be about, you know, anywhere in the neighborhood from 7 to 10 million copies, which is nowhere near what Black Ops 2 sold, and it's going to be less what Ghost sold, because Ghost turned a lot of people off from the series. Not only that, Advanced Warfare's new exo mechanics didn't, like, people knew from the beginning that this wasn't going to be Call of Duty. This is something new. We asked for a change in the Call of Duty series, but we didn't ask for them to completely reform and restructure every single thing in the game. We didn't ask them to bring cloaking in. We don't ask them to bring exosuits in. We didn't ask them to bring all this other stuff in. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the commentary. And hopefully this kind of opened your eyes about how it is pretty much a copy and paste of Ghosts. And yeah, hopefully they don't do this again. So anyway, guys, it's been World at War, and thanks for watching.